Hi friends, welcome. My name is Desiree and this is going to be a short shoulder focused flow. So let's go ahead and get started in child's pose. Let's go ahead and come onto the knees, take the big toes to touch, knees wide. And then we're going to start with a generous bend in the elbows. So you'll sit the hips back towards the heels, rest the forehead down onto the mat. And if you find that your nose gets squished in child's pose, which is sometimes common, you can tuck the chin and sort of roll to the hairline. That'll give yourself a little more space so your nose can breathe more freely. And then just allowing yourself to melt in here. Checking in with the body. We won't be here very long. Just allowing yourself a moment of stillness and rest. A moment to come fully into this moment. Beginning to narrow the breath to the nose. Slowly inhaling and exhaling. Emphasizing your exhales. Contracting the belly to the spine at the bottom of your exhale to create even more space for your next inhale. From here, stretching the arms overhead, taking that bend out of the elbows, and then drawing yourself up, tabletop position. Come on up, hands and knees. Stacking the shoulders over the palms and the hips over the knees. From here, we'll move through a few cat-cows, just moving with the breath. On your inhale, allow the belly to hammock, heart lifts, tail tilts up. And then exhale, dome the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tail. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Two more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Last one. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Coming back to your neutral tabletop position. I want you to press even more firmly down through the tops of the feet and the knees. Imagine you were trying to gently tear the mat in half left to right. Feel the core start to turn on. From here, keep the pelvis neutral. So we don't want an anterior tilt that would look like this, and we don't want a posterior tilt that would be overly tucking. Try to find that neutral pelvis, which means there's maybe a slight curve in the low back, but not much. And then from here, I want you to protract the shoulder blades as much as you can. Protracting means push the ground away, spread the shoulder blades apart as much as you can. From here, retract the shoulder blades so you start to drop the chest without bending the elbows. We don't want to untuck the pelvis here. Keep that pelvis neutral, belly pulled in tight. So now the shoulder blades are retracted and they're depressed, meaning they're pulling down the spine. From here, protract. We're doing scapular little tabletop push-ups here. And then retract. Exhale as you protract. Inhale as you retract. Exhale, protract. Inhale, retract. Exhale, protract. Inhale, retract. Again, trying to keep your pelvis neutral, so we're trying not to move anything except for those shoulder blades right now. We're going to do two more. As you press out, you exhale. As you lower, squeeze the middle of your back. One more time, press out, protract, and then retract. Squeeze middle of the back. Come back to a neutral, so not protracted all the way. And then come down onto your elbows. I want you to turn your palms face up. Thumbs rotating open towards the mat, like you were trying to touch your thumb down, which if it does, great. If not, no worries. From here, keeping this external rotation, so thumbs rolling open, press down through the forearms. You might even glue the hands down as well. Tuck the toes under and lift the hips up. Now the shoulders are already kind of cooked. They're starting to warm up. Try to keep those arms, those thumbs rolling open, shoulders externally rotating. We're just going to be here for 2 breaths. Deep inhale, slow exhale, deep inhale, slow exhale, and knees lower. Let's keep those toes tucked under. Start to sit back onto your heels. If your pinky toe starts to untuck, go ahead and grab it, stick it underneath so you can stretch the soles of your feet, that plantar fascia. And then from here, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. We're going to take some flashlights, starting to warm up the wrists. Flicking the fingers away from the palms. Breathing here fully. 2 more breaths. Nice job. You guys go ahead and slowly release the arms down. Untuck the toes, sit back on the heels. From here, hold your own hand. We're going to take some wrist circles here. Again, starting to warm up the wrists, rotating them around. If you can go in the opposite direction, it's kind of like a mind bender, but give that a go. 2 more breaths right here. And then go ahead and release, shake it out. Come back up, tabletop position. From here, we're going to flip our right palm up to the ceiling, putting a little bit of weight into the back of the wrist. Inhale, curl the fingers into the palm as we give that wrist a little bit of a different angle on a stretch. And then go ahead and release, open the fingers wide. Inhale, curl. Exhale, release. Inhale, curl. Exhale, release. Flip that right hand back down. We'll switch sides. Left palm flips up. Inhale, curl. Exhale, release. Inhale, curl. Exhale, release. That elbow can be bent as much or as little as you need. Last one. Inhale, curl. Exhale, release. Flip that hand back down, and then we're going to head into our first plank pose, sending the legs back behind you. Toes are tucked under. Energize through the legs, especially the inner thighs, as you try to lift the inner thighs up towards the ceiling. Press the palms down so you're lifting up and out of the shoulders. Breathe here. Notice if you're collapsing down into the shoulders, try to protract, again, spreading those shoulder blades apart. Take 1 more inhale here. Downward facing dog on your exhale. Lift the hips up and back. I'm going to just start to warm up the body a little bit. Moving through 3 sun salutation A's. Take an inhale, reach your hips high. Exhale, look forward. Begin to walk or step the feet up to a forward fold. Once you get here, inhale, halfway lift, stretch it out. Exhale, forward fold, dive it in. Rise up, inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands together, heart center. Inhale, arms circle overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palm, step back. Second plank, deep inhale here. Exhale, lower slowly, either dropping the knees or keeping them lifted. Cobra on your inhale, roll the shoulders open. Exhale, release. A couple more like that. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale, cobra, lift. Exhale, release. Pressing through the palms, straighten out those arms, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Little bend in the knees, hips reaching up high. Deep inhale, slope the hips even higher. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or step up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, arms reach. Exhale, dive forward right away. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palm, step it back. Deep inhale, top of your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Stay tall of the shoulders. Notice if they start to collapse. That's a sign that you've lost engagement. Press even more actively as you try to get the shoulder blades kind of elevated, reaching up towards your ears. Deep inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or step up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Last round, inhale, rise up, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palm, step it back. Deep inhale, top of your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, maybe upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Steady breath. Long inhales. Smooth exhales. From here, we're going to inhale, shift forward, plank pose. Drop down to your elbows, and maybe you drop down to your knees as well. From here, interlace your fingers so you're holding your own hand. Adjust elbows underneath the shoulders as needed. From here, start to walk your feet up as we find our dolphin pose. Feet walk towards the elbows. Press tall out of the shoulders. Look forward and start to lean forward like you're trying to kiss your fist. Maybe you do so. Come back, dolphin. Walk the feet back. Find your forearm plank. Release the hands, palms face down. Crawl back up to your plank pose. And then deep inhale here. Downward facing dog on your exhale. Inhale, reach the hips high. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or step up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to standing, arms reach. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Setting up for chair pose. Inhale, sink the hips, reach the arms. Steady breath. Get really low in your chair, but you should still be able to see your toes. So weight is back into the heels slightly. Balls of the feet still heavy, rooted down. Take an inhale, get a little lower, squeeze the glutes. Fold on your exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, plant your palms, slide your left foot back, spin the left foot flat. Deep bend in your right knee. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to the low back. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the shoulders. And then exhale, humble warrior. You want to dive forward over that right leg. Now your torso might be slightly inside the right leg. That's okay. You might bump your stance shorter if you feel some instability. Strong legs, deep bend in that right knee. Beautiful. From here, come back to your warrior one. So you use your core, upright the torso. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant those palms. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward plank. Hands or elbows come down to the mat. Find your dolphin or your forearm plank. Dolphin is where we're headed. Interlace the fingers. From here, walk the feet in. Find your dolphin. Hips high, elbows strong. Look at your fists. Look forward, press forward. Try to kiss your little hands. Come back, dolphin. From here, feet walk back. Find your forearm plank. Plank poses next. Crawl your hands up. Deep inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, downward dog. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair. Exhale, forward fold right away. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, right foot slides back, ground that right heel. Deep bend in the left knee. Inhale, warrior one. Steady breath, long inhales, slow, smooth exhales. Take those hands to the low back, interlace the fingers. Inhale, open up the shoulders, and then exhale, humble warrior, dive it in. Notice that my left hip is not kicking way out to the left, my torso is not coming in towards the middle of my legs. I'm actually trying to reach forward with my chest and allow the head and the neck to hang free. If you have space to get a deeper bend in the left knee, do so. Strengthen that right leg. Memorize the legs. Next inhale, come up, warrior one, arms reach overhead. Exhale, plant those palms down, step it back, downward dog. We repeat our shoulder cycle. Inhale, shift forward plank. Elbows come down, forearm plank. Hold your own hand. Walk your feet in, find your dolphin. From here, look forward, kiss your fists. Come back, dolphin. Walk the feet back, find your forearm plank. Crawl back up, plank pose. Deep inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale here. Exhale, walk or step up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Moving with the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, slide the left foot back. Deep bend in the right knee, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the low back. Inhale, open up. Exhale, dive forward. Right back up on your inhale. Arms release, reach up. Exhale, hands plant down, step it back, downward dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, lower the elbows, hold your hand. Walk your feet in, find your dolphin. Stay pressing tall out of those shoulders. Lean forward, kiss your fists. Come back, dolphin. 2 more times, lean forward. Come back, dolphin. Last one, lean forward. Come back, dolphin. Walk the feet back. Release the hands. Find your forearm plank and crawl it back up, plank pose. Deep inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, downward dog. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or step up, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, sink it in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, right foot goes back. Warrior one, deep inhale. Hands to the back, exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. Right back up on your inhale, rise, release. Exhale, hands down, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank. Exhale, elbows drop, forearm plank. Interlace those fingers, walk the feet in. Keep breathing. This time, lift your right leg. Keep high up on the ball of the left leg, of the left foot. Pressing tall out of the shoulders. Release the right foot. Left leg lifts. Breathe. Tall out of those shoulders. One more inhale. Release left foot. Walk the feet back. Forearm plank. Crawl up onto the hands. Plank pose, deep inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or step up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Last round. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, left foot goes back. Warrior one, inhale. Exhale, hands to the back. Inhale, open. And exhale, dive. Right back up, inhale, arms release. Exhale, hands come down, step it back, downward dog. Inhale, forward plank. Come on down to the elbows. Interlace the fingers, walk the feet in. From here, we're just gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Walk your feet back, find your forearm plank, crawl it up back to your plank pose. Deep inhale, exhale, downward dog. Inhale here, hips reach high. Exhale, walk, step, or lightly hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Final cycle here, guys. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those palms. Right foot goes back. Warrior one. Inhale, nice bend in that left knee. Exhale, hands to the back. Inhale, open. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, right back up. Arms reach overhead. Woo! Exhale, hands plant down. Step it back, downward facing dog. Final time, you guys shift forward, find your plank. Elbows drop down, find your forearm plank. Walk your feet in, drop the knees if you want to stay there. Breathe here. Come high up on the tippy toes, lean forward. Drop the heels, drive them down. Little calf lifts, 2 more. Inhale, high. Exhale, drive. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drive. Walk the feet back. Find your forearm plank. Pause here. Breathe. Last 2. Last deep inhale. And then exhale, release the belly down. Come all the way down onto the chest and rest your forehead or one cheek down on the mat. Catch your breath. Slow it down. That was a lot of great work. We're going to open that right arm out like a T, palm face down. Left hand comes underneath the left shoulder as we take a little twist. Lift that left leg up. Slowly rotate open onto your right side body. As you step that right foot on the left side of your mat. Option 2, keep your left hand as a little support. If you want to stretch it up towards the left corner of your mat, you can. Or you can wrap it behind your low back. Find what works for you. Breathe, whatever you're doing. We're going to slowly unwind, come back onto the belly as we switch sides, extending your left arm this time out to the left, palm face down. You'll take that right hand underneath the right shoulder, lift the right leg, slowly roll open as you step your right foot to the left side of your mat. And again, that right hand can stay as a little kickstand. Or if you'd like, you can extend it up towards the right corner of your mat. Or you can wrap that right arm behind your low back. So again, same options. Find what works for you. We're just going to be here for a couple more breaths. slowly unwinding. Use your right hand for some support as you come out of this twist. We come back onto the belly. Put a little bend in the knees. And just windshield wiper them right to left. Nice and easy. From here, release the legs long behind you. Send the arms down by the sides. We're going to go for a final back bend here. On your inhale, lift the chest, open the shoulders, send those fingertips towards the heels, and then float the feet up as well. Breathe here. Get that core involved by zipping up the belly. Rotate the pinky side edge of your feet down towards the mat. Open up those shoulders, energize the arms. 2 more breaths. And release. Wonderful job. Plant those palms near the ribs. Let's press back up, tabletop position, and then take a seat down onto the mat. You can swing the legs around. Extend them open wide, finding a seated straddle. Upavishta Konasana. Flex the feet back towards your shins. So we give our spine a little counter stretch here before we start to wind way down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hinge forward, dive, 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 just until your spine and your legs say no more. Hands can rest out in front of you, or maybe if the elbows comfortably reach the ground, you set them down. Breathe here. Blocks are great here as well. Steady breath. Last 2 breaths. Crawling the hands back, sit upright. You could gently close the legs together. And then we're going to come onto our backs. So take your time. You can slowly begin to recline all the way down onto your back. No rush to get there. Once you do get there, let's take a full body stretch. So stretch the arms overhead, the feet nice and long. And then putting a bend in the knees, walk the feet wide, about as wide as the mat. And then both knees drop over to the right. From here, you have a few options. You can walk your left foot to the left a couple of inches to deepen the stretch in the left quad and hip flexor. If you would like to amplify the stretch, if you have that space, the right ankle might cross on top of the left thigh, but just being mindful, especially of your knees. So you don't want to be going too far, too fast in this stretch. So only doing what feels good in your body, staying respectful of whatever sensation shows up. Just 2 more breaths here. Go ahead and draw the knees back up through center. Again, feet stay wide. You might reset the spine and the pelvis. And then both knees drop over to the left. Again, option to walk your right foot to the right a few inches if you want to deepen the stretch in your right quad and hip flexor. Hands might rest on the belly, arms might open out. And then again, you can take whatever variation you need. You could stay right here. Maybe you support that inner right knee with a block. It's a way to give just a little more stability to the posture. Or you can cross the left ankle over the right thigh if you did that on the other side. You just got a few more breaths here. Beautiful. Last full inhale. Draw the knees back up through center. We're going to work those legs long down the mat as we come into our final resting pose, and just spending about a minute here, letting go of all effort with the breath, with the body, with the mind. Feeling the jaw and the cheeks relax as gravity kind of glues you down to the ground beneath you. Just 1 minute, stillness and peace. Shavasana. If you have another moment or two to remain in your Shavasana, I'd encourage you to take it. If you're ready to end your practice, I'm going to call it here. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to practicing with you again very soon. Namaste.